Hey, my name is Brian Fowlie, and I wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about my friend Matt Donahue and who Matty Boy is to me and what I saw in my experience when I first met Matty Boy. And I was doing a 17-year to life sentence in California State Prison for second-degree murder that I committed in 1988. I was 21 years old and went into the system, and it was probably in the 96, maybe 97 when I first met Matty Boy in Jamestown. He rolled up on the Tuolumne yard. I had some years into my life sentence, and what I saw was this youngster come in from Coco County who he was kind of building a crew around him of youngsters in my eyes, who were taking some pride in their Irish ancestry, their Irish heritage. And you know, that was something that I had learned about, and I've got some of that Irish heritage on mine too. And what I saw was Matty Boy was lifting some guys up, and they were taking pride in something that wasn't a common theme on the yard, and it was who they were as individuals, and building each other up. And I liked that. I took some pleasure in seeing these youngsters walk into the beat of a different drummer, so to speak, and identifying themselves as where they came from and where their family came from, and also, you know, Coco County and where they came from on the streets. And you know, I started talking to Matty Boy about Irish history the way a couple of fellas taught me, and fed him some books, some literature, and he responded exactly as I would have expected a youngster who was taking pride in that. And he came back with questions and, you know, conversations, and he was lifting people up. And Matty Boy, you know, his younger culture, I guess, you know, he was you know, listened to different music growing up. He was into rap music, and he was being who he was, regardless of what was happening around him or what the yard was dictating that white boys should be. And years later, we crossed paths again at California State Prison Solano, and Matty Boy ended up on my bunk. I'm sure we worked that one way or another, and we were doing some time together. And I remember, you know, I hear Matty Boy today talk about finding this passion in music, and what I saw was that back then, and it was probably 2003, 2004-ish, and there was an event happening on the yard. And it was a musical event where convicts were gonna, you know, throw down with whatever their music was, you know, and it was kind of a big deal. And Matty Boy talked to me, and he said, you know, man, I want to go rap, you know, and I'm not sure how the yard's gonna react to that. And what I saw was, I remember talking about how he needed to be true to who he was, and kind of be the lily that blossoms in the mud, man, because you know, if we all left ourselves to let the prison identify who we were, man, we'd all have been stuck up in that crazy shit. And you know what? It's not who we are. And Matty Boy needed to flourish and shine with who he was as a human being, and where he came from, and what he believed in, and you know, what he was representing. And I told him, man, you know, you're passionate about this, and I'm with you, man. I'll ride with you, and I got your back. So do what's true to you and be who you are, you know. And that's what I saw with Matty Boy in music. So all these years later, seeing him fulfill this dream and this passion that he is passionate about, man, it's just like, man, that guy, he turned out to shine, man. He was shining then, and he's shining now, and he's lifting people up. Still, it's the same thing what I saw when I first met him, man. He's lifting people up with what he believes in, what he's true to, and honoring his Irish American roots, his Irish American heritage, and the struggles that our ancestors came through in America, and also Coco County, man. And he's representing, and you know, he's my friend, man. He's doing a hell of a job, and I'm proud of who he is. I'm proud to call him my friend.